There once was a man who was having a rough day at work. In order to reset his mindset, he decided to get up and take a walk around the office. On his journey through the office, he decided to stop by the workroom and get a piping hot cup of coffee. He filled his cup very full, hoping that the refreshing liquid would help recharge his mind and make up for a better day. As he was heading back to his desk, he bumped into a coworker and spilled the coffee over the coworker's paperwork and his own new crisp white shirt. Welcome, friends, to the Word for Wednesday for September 13th, 2023. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 1, it says, "A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold." This simple story illustrates the point to Proverbs chapter 22. This man had a choice to make. Even though he wasn't having a great day, he was frustrated, and spilling the coffee could make him even more frustrated. Now, you can't hide coffee stains on a new white shirt. You can't just simply wipe up coffee stains on employees' paperwork. And so you have a choice to make in moments like that. Are you going to blow up and make everything worse? Or are you going to make the best of things, even though your stains show to the world? Later on in the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 6, it says, "Start a child off in the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it." Now, there's many things that could be said about this particular verse, but as it relates to our opening story and the message for today, is that kids often learn by observation more than by what they're taught by word or lesson. They learn by watching others. And so, I want to tell you another story that's similar, but also has a very profound point. There was a woman who was in church and she was frustrated. She looked around herself all the time and saw hypocrites and people who were judgmental and very shallow. And so she came to her pastor and said that she was quitting. She was walking away. Now, the pastor, of course, was very disappointed. And so she invited the woman to try one thing before leaving. He said, "I want you to take this cup," and handed her a simple styrofoam cup. "And I want you to go to the drinking fountain out there in the lobby and fill it to the brim with water, as much water as you can get. And then I'd like you to walk around the church facility 3 times, outside around the building." She thought this was strange, but she decided to give it a shot. As she walked around the building, she was very careful not to spill a single drop. For the pastor said that if she did spill, she would have to stay and not be able to leave. Now, determined in her mind and her heart to be able to leave, she was very concentrated on keeping the water in the cup. After finishing her journey, she came back in, of course, hot and exhausted. So she walked into the pastor's office, showed him the full cup, and then drank every last drop. And the pastor asked her a simple question: "How is it that you were able to keep all the water in the cup until coming back into my office?" She said, "Well, because I was looking down. I was concentrating on what I was doing and not looking at anything else." The pastor smiled and said, "Well, let's try that in church and see if things change." My friends, today, as we think about the blessings of God, I hope that you will look internally into your own blessings, each step of the way, how God has blessed and shown you. When things spill, when things get difficult, know that your character will show, that character that comes through the blessings of God. Certainly, there are people and situations around us that are complicated and difficult. But if we listen to the wisdom of Proverbs chapter 22, we will know that we can teach the next generation more about what life is about and more about what life is about with God through how we react to the things in the world than any other thing we could do. God bless you and have a great day.